Good day, everybody. This is Triple Fork Artifacts. I just want to start my little show thing here today. Try to describe some of these artifacts, pottery, and effigies. But I'm going to start with this one right here, which is more or less a grinding stone. You can see where it's being worked around inside. You can see that imprint up here. That's part of a handle. It fits your hand. And it's something that they used pretty much to grind, maybe a hammerstone. This one here is more like something I think they used with, say, nuts and maybe some fine herbs to make their spices. And right here would be, I'm assuming, pretty much close to the same thing, a hammerstone, a grinder. You can see where your fingers fit in certain areas. But with an angle like this here. And this right here, I'd probably say this is a chopping blade. See, it's been worked all the way around. You can see the oil marks where the fingers and stuff had been on there. See, like this is like a chopper. Right here, maybe a hoe, maybe a chopper, or maybe something like a polisher. I like this one right here. You can see where it's been worked, smooth. I like where they got that on there. See the edge like a cutter. They done pretty good on making these tools. Here's one they use pieces off of, and probably maybe a hammerstone or wedge. Smooth, a little chopped up. Pretty polished though. And right here would be a polishing stone, I would assume, and maybe a grinder too. You can feel where your fingers fit in certain areas of it. Got a few of them that's got that like quartz on the bottom of it. Excuse me. Right here looks like it's a possible blade. Maybe not a sharp edge on it or anything, but it looks like it's been broke right here. But I'm assuming it'd probably be like a quartz blade. And this here kind of makes me think of an effigy. It's got markings on both sides, but it's got this weird shape here, but it looks like you can tell here like a chopper, chopping stone, or hammerstone. See right here is where it feels like your thumb goes, and your finger over top here, and your fingers right here in these little grooves. See there where the fingers would be. And right here I would say another effigy. I don't know what that would be the head of, but that's what makes me think of the mouth, the eyes, the ear. It's a cute rocco, but it's polished all the way around. Smooth. Right here. That's a pretty rock right there, but it looks like it might have been a blade at one time, maybe. Or a polisher. Right here, another polisher. Or it might have been something for the shaft or something with that groove in it like that right there. About 3/4 of the way around on it though. Smooth and polished. maybe a pecking stone, polisher maybe. Another pecking stone they use like on their pottery to peck stuff with. Another pecking stone. Smooth, polished, rounded ends. Well, this in here, got that angle on it. You can see right here where it's flattened out. Maybe a polisher. This in here's got some different angles on it, but it looks like it might have been some kind of a blade of some kind, or even a polisher, or a variety of things. Right here, looks like it might have been a blade. It's got square ends on it. Smooth, highly polished. But it's a black rock. And right here's how it feels like it would go. But another pecking stone. Now I assume they use these on the pottery and stuff like that for the designs cutting into. This one here's got a little bit of edge on it, like right here. You see where it's rounded off, smooth. See it's dirty right through here, like it's been used through here. That could be the oil from your fingers. But I would say it's like another pecking stone. Right here I would say it'd be another blade or a scraper. Pretty much fit your hands about like that right there. You see, been broke right here. Kind of flattened there a little bit. And right here I would say it'd be another blade. And tip broke off probably. Yeah, it's been broke right there. It's a little bit fatter on this side. That's got the edge, so yeah, I'd probably assume that would be a blade. Okay, now let's get into some pottery here. I found this about a year ago floating down the river. Got out just looking at a few rocks. This is when I really first started out. And found it laying right there about a foot in the water. See the granite, the mica in it, and a few busted up rock, whatever, but it's a pretty piece of pottery. And this here, same thing, but it's been fire baked on the inside. You can see the quartz, things like that in it, but I'd say this here's got more age to it. They don't have designs in it like that one right there and right here. Pretty much about the same as that right there, fire baked. But found them a little bit apart from each other. And right here's a nice one. You can see in it where they had the straw for the mold to make the piece. You can see it's been fire baked on the inside of it too. And right here's one about as clean as you're going to get this one. This is like cooked into it. But you can see where it's been fire baked. I'd say that's a piece of pottery. And then again, you never know, they might use it for the arrow shafts. That's like this one right here. I'd assume that's what they used that for. You can see the glaze on that. You can see where they held it. And they run their arrow shafts up through it to get the sticks or the twigs and whatever off the shaft and the bark. Yeah, well, I'll get that in a few minutes. And this rock here, I found it walking. It's got like octagon shaped tubes in it of black. That is highly interesting right there. And that's the only one I've ever found on this creek. And I've been on that creek I don't know how many times. Another rock's got some design to it, but polished. See, your finger fits right here, your thumb fits right here. This bottom part right here. Smoother polisher maybe. and just maybe a piece of little coal, but it don't weigh nothing. But it looks like it's been polished. You know, like water could have done this, walking in a creek or something maybe, but I don't think I found this on a creek. It's like about a mile in the woods. But that's pretty much about all I got for today. But I highly appreciate everybody checking this out. And I'm trying to get some subscribers. I've got buckets and buckets of artifacts to show. Pottery, artifacts, effigies, things like that. And I highly enjoy doing this. And it's a craft, but it's also knowledge of history, of these great people that made this stuff out of stone. And it's just beautiful. So if anybody's interested, I'd highly appreciate any subscribers, any comments or anything like that you'd like to leave me on where I might be wrong on the description on some of this. I'd highly appreciate it, because like I said, I'm a beginner, I'm learning. But I'd like to show this to other people, because I've seen other people doing it, and it's highly interesting. So I want to thank you, and please subscribe if you like my show. And I forgot something I found last week that would really highly excite. It's something that you wear, but it's made out of stone. But it's just a mold for what they make, what they wear out of. And it really tripped me out when I found it. And I'm going to do a lot of creek walking here now. Summertime's here. And I'm going to start videoing that and showing you on the trips I go. So I highly appreciate it. And y'all have a blessed day. And thank you for checking this out. And please subscribe. And I'd highly appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.